I babysat for my friend's child, and I realized that he probably shouldn't be a parent. So I'm babysitting this kid, just having a good time, minding my black business, and we're playing the Wii. He got Wii bowling. I'm having a good time, hitting 300s on this boy because I mastered the technique, going crazy on him. And then the kid says, my dad never plays games with me. I said, oh, that's a shame. Strike. I wonder why. Maybe it's because you bad at the game. I don't know what's going on, little dude. Boom, hitting them strikes, going crazy. Another strike, turkey. Boom. He says, yeah. Are you going to cook for us tonight? I said, I got you. What you want to eat? He says, I don't know. I said, huh? What you got in the fridge? He said, we don't got much. I look in that fridge. He got mustard and pancake mix. I said, huh? What do you usually eat? He says, my dad usually orders pizza. I said, how many nights you be eating pizza? He says, I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I can't count that high. I said, you can't count that high? That's concerning. This little boy is 4 years old. I said, huh? I said, what's the highest number you can count to? 23. Okay, all right. It's more than 23 nights. That's crazy. All right, that's really bad. That's upsetting. I said, okay. All right, I figured out the deficit, the mean, the median, the mode. You must have had it for at least a month. I said, what do you want to eat? He said, I saw something on the internet. It was called Brussels sprouts. I said, I've never seen a kid want Brussels sprouts in my life. I said, you want vegetables? He said, I want a Bugs Bunny eat. I want a carrot. I want a what's up, doc. You want a what's up, doc? I got you. I get you a what's up, doc. So we drive to the store and we get some carrots. We get some ranch. We get some broccoli. And he eats and he says, whoa, this is weird. This is cold. I said, yeah, most vegetables, unless you steam them, are cold. He said, what's steaming? I explained to this man about what steaming is, what sauteing is, all these other things that are going on. Why is my mouth getting so dry? That's so bad. Yeah. So I'm confused and messing myself up. He says, wow, I'm a little bit concerned about this. I said, you're concerned about what? He says, if you leave, I'm never going to be able to eat like this again. I said, you can eat like that again. No, I'll make sure you do. So after babysitting, I said, hey, man, you got to stop giving your kid pizza. He said, kids love pizza. I said, you got to get your kid something other than pizza. He said, don't tell me how to raise my kid. Thank you for watching my child. Here goes your 120. He gave me 120 for watching the kid for like basically a whole day because he was gone for a whole day. It was supposed to be 3 hours, but he was gone the entire night and I had to spend a night there. So I'm a little bit concerned and perplexed. I'm thinking to myself now, should I go back and feed that child some vegetables? Should I babysit again to make sure that kid eats food? Or should I just mind my black business like I usually do? I don't know. I can't be playing savior to everybody nowadays. It's a bit much. That's just one of many examples of bad parenting. But stop. You got to cook for your kids, or at least get them stuff that makes them feel good. Because pizza for a month, that's crazy.